Boy, was that a fucking waste.
I don't want to give a max as Jimmy Butler. And no way in hell am I giving Tobias Harris a max. I don't even want what he's going to command in this warped free agency this season. And Redick, again, doesn't fit the next timeline.
He's also not worth shit.
Yeah.
At this point, I feel like the Knicks' best option is to put together some really strong trade packages and try and get like Joel Embiid.
I don't see Joel.
I don't see that either. What else? You're gonna literally have to give everything to get someone decent because every team knows the Knicks are in fucking desperation mode.
They're not in a good way, that's for sure.
I don't think they're that desperate. You know, everyone knows things went wrong, so they still can rebuild. You know, it might not be the most popular move, but this front office has said multiple times they're trying to do this as smartly, as intelligently as possible, and that doesn't mean spending just because there's a little bit of pressure. Again, you can get some good free agents. You can go for Kemba, you can go for Kawhi, and if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. If you get Kawhi, that changes things. That you get Kawhi, then I think you look at all these other free agents and talk to Kawhi and say, who do you want to play with? Who do we add to this team to make it, your house and make the team better? Is that Al Horford? Who is that? And let him, come in on that. That'll make him happy.
He would pick a workhorse, and then Tobias Harris would be a Knick.
I don't like him. I don't. Kawhi's a smart guy. He's a robot, so he's got that right circuitry in his brain. I don't think he'd want Tobias on the contract he's going to command. He'd say, give me Horford, or give me Kemba, give me, someone. And if you do get Kawhi, then you do have to reevaluate everything. Then you're looking at trading people. If you're getting Kemba or Kyrie or something, who do you package with? Because you're probably going to get rid of Dennis Smith Jr. So who do you package with him? What do you get back? So that's why that's that first down.
No, you're right, and I don't think Kemba's leaving the Hornets because he has come out and said that he doesn't want the max at the Hornets. He wants them to take that money and spend it on pieces to make them a championship contender.
Yeah, we'll see what actually happens.
Yeah.
yeah, we'll see.
The Hornets have been awful and have done a terrible job of building around him. So, maybe he really does have that misplaced loyalty, but maybe he's just saying the right things for the media. You definitely put an offer sheet out there.
And let's not forget, this is the Knicks. If there's a way to fuck it up, they will.
Yeah.
I'm just going based on what I've known from history.
Based on history, yes, 100%. But credit to this front office, they have not made any truly terrible moves.
The first
that they've all come together.
First thing that comes to mind is basically, trading away Kristaps Porzingis and then throwing in Tim Hardaway Jr., who could be a solid piece for the Knicks.
Hardaway Jr.'s contract was awful, and when a snake bites you, you gotta get rid of the poison, as we said. So they did what they had to do because KP was being a fucking asshole.
Well, the worst part of it is the false hope they sold by basically, without saying we're getting Kevin Durant and yada yada yada, saying that next year is going to be their year. Like, They should have taken a page from the fucking Rangers and were like, listen, it's going to be rough. We'll get through this.
Well, no one could have seen KD's injury coming. You know, it is what it is. Again, they haven't made any moves that they weren't absolutely forced to make. You know, they got dealt a shitty hand. I'm not going to put that on them. I'm going to put the poison snake bite on the freaking snake. And as far as KD goes, you know, this dude's been healthy his whole career basically. Gets a terrible injury in, you know, the last playoff series, the finals. Like, you can't predict that. You know, you think you have potential for a good year, that, you know, there's a rigged lotto in favor of the Pelicans, and you get screwed by chance and by the league.
3 months ago, 2 months ago, the Knicks had the 4th best odds in Vegas to win the NBA Finals. That's how much everyone believed the Knicks were going to fucking rake in before Kevin Durant got injured, before Zion became a Pelican.
Yep. Good thing you didn't take him then. You'd be pissed.
Jesus Christ. Anyway,
I'd be trying to sell that ticket back to wherever I bought it.
No, because if by some fucking miracle Kawhi's like, I'll take a pay cut to play for the Knicks, and Giannis is like, trade me to the Knicks, and Anthony Davis is like, never mind, I don't like the Lakers. Send me to New York. Maybe. Who knows?
Yeah, I don't know about all that.
It's not going to happen. But stranger things have happened. The Knicks are lost. I'm lost. I think the Knicks shot themselves in the foot by playing up the max contracts more so than the fact that they got 4 first-round picks in the next 2 years. But that's just me.
Understandable.
Anything more to say about the Knicks?
No.
Just react to what happens. Of course, you're gonna want to hype up fans and stuff, you know. And then shit goes wrong. They didn't actually sign anybody yet, so let's see what happens. If they go the full rebuild route, then that's fine with me. I don't know about the rest of the fandom, but let's see what they do.
Yeah, it's all going to be a guessing game. We'll know more when dominoes start to fall, and that's June 30th?
Yeah, at this point,
time?
June 30th, it should be starting at 5 p.m. or 7 p.m.
Anything's better than fucking midnight.
That's a good point. Honestly, you guys know me. I am like the biggest anti-tank person. Just fucking sell the team, fire the front office, bring in LeBron, let him run the organization, and fucking tank for the next 3 years. That's what it's come to.
Anthony Davis is still a free agent next year.
He's not leaving the Lakers. That was his preferred destination.
Yeah, if it's successful, we don't know what's going to happen this year. So I wouldn't say that he's off the table until he's actually off the table.
I am willing to bet that by the time the next season starts, that he will be signed to a 5-year contract. So, I am not overly optimistic that he's not going to be a Laker for the next 5 years.
Okay.
We'll see.
You still got, there's still some other people that will be free agents. DeMar.
Do you want DeMar DeRozan? Like, does the sound of DeMar DeRozan really get you excited as a Knicks fan? Does that pop your basketball boner?
I mean, he's not great from 3, but other than that, he's still a really good player. He's always getting 20-plus points a game. he's not going to be your number one guy, but
that's the point. Who's going to be the number one guy?
Huh?
Who's the number one guy?
Carmelo.
Who's the number one guy right now?
You have to get someone else. Who
they just draft?
Yeah.
I'm saying there's people you can get next year to flesh out the team. So don't go all crazy this year.
I've lost all faith in the process. All faith. Because for almost 2 years now, it's been Durant's coming to the Knicks. And now that's fucked up. Alright. It's been the Knicks are the worst team in the NBA. They're going to get the number one draft pick. That fucked up. Although, in all fairness, I didn't even really want Zion because I feel like his hype might be a little too much for him. I really wanted John Morant. But
again, what are you supposed to do? Put yourself in the front office position. What are you supposed to do?
What are you supposed to do?
Convince them to sell the team.
First of all, yeah, convince them to sell the fucking team. Second of all,
just sell the team, new ownership. What does new ownership do?
What does new ownership do?
Blow it up.
What's your magic fucking fix here? Because you're like, oh, they're doing this, they're doing that. They're doing what they can with what they've been given. So what does this new ownership, new front office do that's magically different that fixes everything?
Let the fans know that it's going to suck. Don't give this false fucking hope that everything's going to magically be better next year, because clearly it's not. Set expectations at realistic. You're the fucking New York Knicks. You're not winning a championship this year. Even with Kevin Durant, you're not winning a championship. You need more than Kevin Durant. You need, I say, one max player, two high caliber players, and then a deep bench. That's what I want. Kawhi Leonard, I'd love to have Kawhi Leonard come. But I don't see that happening, and that is unfortunate. So if I could build my team, what I would do is throw money at Kemba Walker, give him a max. Do I think he's worth it? No. Do I think if I can't get Kawhi Leonard, the next guy closest to being worth a max contract is Kemba Walker? I would then pursue guys like Chris Middleton, like Jimmy Butler, not at a max.
You're going to have to give them maxes. Are you giving them maxes?
Well, no. Well, I obviously make offers that are below a max and see if they bite.
You're not going to get them. So you're in the same position. You're just saying don't hype up the fans. Listen, if you're hyped up and now you're spiraling, how long have you been a Knicks fan for? Like 3 months? This is the life of a Knicks fan. So I think they know their fans, and the fans expect disappointment. If you were really thinking that everything was going to go right, you're not a Knicks fan.
Listen,
you knew?
I listen to New York City sports radio pretty much every day, and all you hear from Knicks fans is all you've been hearing is how great this team is going to be next season. It's
yeah, but with that many people living in a fucking city, you're sure as hell gonna have at least a handful of fucking morons.
Yeah, that's true. But
and those are the ones that make the radio, because those are the ones that Canty and Rothenberg can yell at, because that's what they fucking do. They don't put on anybody they agree with. They just yell at anybody who calls in. That's why I don't like listening to them. Like, they never accept that there's a good point by anybody that's on the radio, because they're the only three people on the fucking radio, apparently.
It's really funny listening to them when fans call in just to piss them off. Like, the one guy called in to taunt them
Mad Dog.
with the Eagles, and the fans went, E-L-G-E-L. And Dave Rothenberg's like, you can't even spell the name of the team, and hung up on it. Like, they get the craziest calls. But it's not just them. It's a ton of people in New York City. It is New York City, the city. The fan base that lives in New York City had this hope that Kevin Durant, Kyrie Irving, and Zion